Wonderful. Blessed day, everyone. It's your girl Lee Welch, like the juice. Hey, what's going on? Yes, what's going on? Thank you for joining. So it's your girl Lee Welch, like the juice, your self-esteem queen and best-selling author Who Says You Can't. That can be found on Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com. So I hope there's not a lot of lag. I had to reboot or what have you, but it kind of seemed like it is. I hope not. Hey, what's going on? What's that step pin up? What's going on? Thank you for joining. So I have a few announcements to make. If you want to learn how to live stream with confidence, you definitely need to connect with my girl Mary Joy, who is known as the live stream video queen. She has all the details for you, how you can take advantage of the 100 day scope challenge, what I am doing. This is why I'm on here as well. I scope courageously for the next 100 days, and I'm actually catching up. So I'm catching up with all the topics and what have you. So I think I'm starting with day 54 and on to current date. So here are the topics I'm gonna go over. So this is why I love when you have different devices or what have you. Alright, so again, I am Lee Welch, like the juice, your self-esteem queen, best-selling author of Who Says You Can't. That can be found on Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com. And I scope courageously for the next 100 days with Mary Joy. Thank you for joining. So today's topic, day 54 topic was, what is the one thing in the world you always wanted to learn and do, and why? One of the things that I can think of right now, I say maybe learn another language. Yeah. Of course, we know that Spanish is the secondary language, so I would like to get that down pat. So, hey, what's going on? We have our very own author Mandy Rain in the house, people. What's going on? Like I said, Spanish is a secondary language or what have you, so of course I want to learn it fluently, but then I also want to learn closely as possible to my native tongue. I don't know if that may be Swahili or whatnot, but I would like to learn it. I would like to learn French, and I also would like to learn maybe Chinese or yes, French, baby. I don't think I know about, let's see, oui, bonjour, things of that nature. I know, and I learned this from watching Tyra. I think when she went to Japan, what is it, Mihao? I think that's for hello or what have you. But it's just good to be versatile like that. So that's one of the things I would love to. I always wanted to learn how to do. Okay, so we have day 55, and you have 3 months to make a different activity. What would you do for the first month, second month, and the third month? Okay, what type of activity? Let's see, you have 3 months, a day, a different activity. I don't know if that's like saying, doing a different activity in my personal life for the next 3 months, or if the next 3 months doing a different activity in on my business as an entrepreneur. But what I can say, what I'm doing right now for this particular month, so for this particular month right now, I am doing a 5-day self-esteem challenge where we're going to come together, a group of us going to come together on our private Facebook page, and we're going to learn together how to slam dunk low self-esteem. And so if you want to I don't know, every day, I don't know, I'm just winging it. So, of course, if you want to jump in on the bandwagon, you know, you can go to my Facebook page, Lee Welch Like the Juice, the entrepreneur, and the challenge actually starts next Tuesday. It is going to be for 5 days, and so there again, we're going to learn how to slam dunk low self-esteem, and we're going to have fun doing it too. The next month, which will be June, I will be launching my second book. Yay! And also I will be launching the new face of my first book. My first book, as you guys know, that can be found on Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com. Who Says You Can't? But I'm giving that book a facelift. And like I said, also in June, which is going to be in honor of my mother's heavenly birthday, I am launching my new book. So the title of it is 31 Days of Who Says You Can't Isms. Yes. So it's almost like, you know, 31 days of my thoughtful proverbs that I'll be sharing with you guys or what have you. So be definitely tuned in for that. I will have the pre-sale that will be going up soon. And so by July, of course, I have some clients now, but you know, I'm just repeating, you know, what have you. So I think that's what I'll be doing for the next 3 months, you know, because in July is my birthday. Girlfriend will be 48. Yay. So, you know, I might taper off a little bit. I don't know, who knows, but I think that's what I'll be doing for the next 3 months. In my personal life is always personal development, because here's the thing, what I teach, I also teach myself. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of, you know how people actually, I take my own advice. Let me put it. Hey, Mary Joy, what's up? We have our very own live stream video queen in the house. Woo, woo. So like I said, if you want to conquer the live stream platform and you know how to utilize it, especially if you're an entrepreneur or a small business, and to see how you can monetize and, you know, just network and connect with people, you definitely need to connect with Mary Joy, the live stream video queen, who can be found here on Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, and on Facebook. And she just released her ebook, so you guys definitely want to get that as well. And so okay, let you know what's going on. We're going to New Orleans. I sure will. Nowlands. Hey, going to Nowlands. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'll be doing for the next 3 months for my personal life. Just continuously working on me, try to lose some weight or whatnot. And the name of her book is Self Lovers, and that can be found on Amazon. Okay, so let's go with the next topic. So the next topic I have, I can't open up my thing. Wait a minute. All right, so we're going to day 56. Okay, what is the best thing that you ever bake, and do you still bake it? Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not truly a baker. The baker in the house was my mother. Okay, mommy did all the baking, and you know, I watched the what have you. But since her passing before Christmas, I did learn how to bake some cornbread, some chicken and dressing. So yeah, I mean, and it was from the scratch. It was from like scratch. I kid you not. My daughter and I, we went in the kitchen and we did it. We put our memories together, because here's the thing. It's all about seasoning. It's all about blending. And that's one thing I learned from my mom. So will I cook it again? Yes, I will, because as long as they have Thanksgiving coming, my husband and my son, they are going to want their dressing. You know, some people, turkey, that was my first turkey too. Now, will I cook a turkey again? I don't know if I do a turkey again. It's just somebody turkey. I just don't know. Because see, I need to share you guys, I need to share this experience with you all about the turkey. Okay, now like I said, you know, I do the cooking from, you know, my family or what have you, but like holiday cooking and all that kind of stuff, that was something that mommy did. Mommy did all that kind of stuff. So so we get the turkey, and what I did not know, that the turkey neck was still inside a fresh cooked or a fresh frozen turkey. I didn't know that the turkey neck was still in there. I knew that the giblets was still in there in a little bag or whatever, but I was not expecting for that turkey neck to be in there. So I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking, you know, I'm cleaning the turkey or whatever the case may be, and yes, I clean my turkey in my sink, and after I finish my sink cleaning it, I clean it with bleach and detergent and all that. I threw that in there because I was listening to the what is the little radio station that I have, and I don't know, it was this trend about washing your sink and sponges, and this is stuff kind of like old school, and I'm like, why you don't know this already? But anyway, that's a sidebar. But yes, so I'm cleaning or whatever the case may be, in my hand, you know, touch something that didn't feel like the giblets. I scream. I'm not lying to you guys. I screamed because when I looked to see what it was, I just saw this long little piece of something, and I had called out to my husband. I was like, David, you know, and he was like, what? I'm like, it's something in this turkey. It's something in this turkey. And he come running to see what's going on in the turkey or whatever, and it was a turkey neck, and I was just done. I was not expecting the turkey neck, okay? I just was not expecting that. I was just kind of freaked out about that. I'm like, who leaves the turkey neck in there? But then I understand that the turkey neck is supposed to be cooked with the giblets and all that kind of stuff so you can make your gravy. That's the story about that. It was a mess, guys. Everything turned out okay. My gravy did not. I don't know what that gravy was. Because you know, I seen mommy, what's up, have a second, what's going on? Because I seen mommy use like the cream of mushroom soup, and so I assumed that was for maybe the gravy or whatever the gravy was. That gravy didn't turn out right, but everything else was the bomb. So I will say that I will do turkey and chicken and dressing again. I definitely would do that. Okay, so let's go on to day 57. Okay, what do you have, a blog or both? If you were given advice how to post, what would it be? Okay, so no, I do not blog, but I do vlog. And as you guys already know, I have a podcast on Anchor. Okay, so since I am all about self-esteem, I am the self-esteem queen or what have you, so I'm always giving you advice about how you can overcome and conquer, rebuild and retrain and reclaim your self-esteem. That's what I do. I talk self-esteem language all day, every day. That's what I do. That's what I will post about. I give you, because this is what I found out. And you can go back and look at some of my past interviews that I had with some of my guests who's come on the show or what have you, because the show is where we kick low self-esteem in the ASS, but we learn from other people how they were able to overcome low self-esteem that has a domino effect on your confidence. Sometimes it's internally, sometimes it can be something that's unforeseen that has happened in your life that just throws you off and just make you question yourself and everything. It can be the negative talk. How did you get to the point where you're always talking down to yourself? What's the root cause of that? So that's what I talk about all the time, and you definitely can find on my videos, my live stream, on my Facebook, the things I've done from the past or whatnot. Again, that's Lee Watch Like the Juice Entrepreneur. That's on the Facebook, and you know, this is my first time honestly live streaming with YouTube. I don't know if anybody on YouTube is watching. I don't know, but I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. All right, so that's basically what I do all day, every day. And that goes back into the 5-day challenge that I'm doing, the 5-day challenge for self-esteem, where you can slam dunk yourself, your low self-esteem or what have you. We're gonna slam dunk that thing or whatnot. We're gonna get that in perspective, okay? All right, so day 58. Okay, what activities do you wish you could do and still do, and why did you stop? Okay. My girlfriend and I, we always talk about, because see, I can dance. I can get down. I kid you not. I can get down. And when we were younger, we used to dance or what have you. And we always talk about, what if we just actually focus on being choreographers or whatnot. And who knows where we would be. Because I love to dance. So yeah, I love, man, I can pop. I can do all that stuff. Yes, and man, I be getting down. I can dance. I promise you. I have taken Latin classes. You know, I love to dance. So that's something, if I would have actually, that's a venture I definitely wish I had stayed in. Another thing I used to do is run. I used to be in track in high school. I love running, and my heart is still a runner's heart, but no, I don't run no more. I can't run like that, not for real. I want to get myself back up into it, but there's a lot going on right here to try to get all this in motion, and it don't take you down, you know what I mean? That's a process. I have to be in baby steps with that. Yeah, I wish, you know, I get back to running or what have you. So yeah, that's yeah, it's a bit much. It's a bit much for me to run, honey, because my knees and stuff be hurting. And okay, so day 59, and I think this might be the last topic. How do you help people in your business, and how do you go about promoting? Okay, so I just answered that in 57. You know, basically what I do. So I answered that, but how I go about promoting. Now, sometimes promoting what I do can be difficult, because you know, media platforms are here and they're not going away. So you know, I tell you what, to be very honest, since I have been scoping with Mary Joy, who we know as our live stream video queen, the challenge have really pushed me out of my comfort zone. And what I mean by that, I didn't come on here every day and try to, you know, scope and live stream or whatever the case may be. But since, you know, and it wasn't the fact that I was not uncomfortable with it or whatnot, because, you know, I used to do video, if you guys remember, when live stream before, when it was Meerkat in place or whatnot, you know, I was Media Diva. But you know, I just got kind of lazy with it or what have you. So I definitely say connecting with Mary Joy has really pushed me to do more, and you know, like I said, just push me out of my comfort zone. Oh, let me adjust my crown. And so I'm very thankful that. So now, you know, even, you know, when I don't scope, I feel kind of like, ooh, I need to scope because I didn't scope today or what have you. That's why I'm doing, you know, even if it means I'll play catch up, you know, because here's the thing, I still have life behind entrepreneur. Things still, you know, come up, you know what I'm saying? So I might taper off, but I'm not out the game or what have you. So that's how I promote a lot. I think that's really being consistent, being on live stream, posting or what have you. I think is very important. But here's the thing. Now, I will say this. You have to be careful so you won't spread yourself thin, and then you get overwhelmed. Okay, And one of the things that if you're actually, using the media platform, you really need to look at the analytics of it. You really, really do, because it really does help out as far as behind the scenes, who's watching, what time of day they're watching, and what are your peak days. Then that way you can actually narrow it down, so you just won't be live streaming and posting your content just aimlessly, just doing it, whatever the case may be. You definitely have to have be strategic about what you're doing. And then on top of that, you really need to study which platform is really giving you the most love. Okay, because you have Facebook, you have Periscope, you have Instagram, you have LinkedIn, or what have you, and YouTube. So you need to really study out of all of those, which one you have the more engagement or whatnot. And right now I'm still kind of like on the fence between Facebook and going back to Periscope and Instagram, because with Facebook, sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to that same old people, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's almost it's like I'm just constantly talking to my warm market. And even though I have my page public, but when I get on Instagram and when I get on Periscope, and I'm really just tuning into YouTube. So I don't know if YouTube is for me or not, but I have really, really grown a lot with Instagram and Periscope. But because the group platform that Periscope and Instagram don't have, that's what still make Facebook really, really appealing. So yeah, you need to just kind of figure that out, what platform really, really works for you to promote more. And I will say this: do a budget, take out a little budget or what have you to do some ads. I do some Facebook ads, do some Instagram ads or what have you. It does help with exposure. It really does, especially if you don't have like a team and you're trying to do it all yourself. Because I don't have it yet, not yet, where I have somebody that's dedicated just to marketing and somebody dedicated just to that. That's coming. But in the interim, that's something that will help you, get you exposure, do some Facebook ads, and with Facebook, what I do like about Facebook ads, they bill you at the end of the month. So, and then on top of that, you can have multiple ads running, but you gotta monitor that now, because they're gonna bill you. And you're like, why am I paying XYZ $100 or whatever? So if you got 10 ads going on, you just got to be careful with that. You got to monitor that. Normally I do about an ad a week or what have you, and like I said, it's very helpful as far as when you have events and something that you got going on or whatnot, and you want people to know. It's very helpful to have people to send you over to your website or what have you. So yeah, that's how I go about. That's how I promote, and it's just a suggestion for you guys to do. It's not the be all of end all, but here's the thing: if something is working, why not try it and see if it works for you? So I really appreciate you guys, giving me your hearts, giving me your ears. I'm gonna go ahead and wind it up. Oh, but I will be back on here tonight for a topic that I do just for with outside of scoping or whatnot, because Instagram, I did tell you guys that you're gonna have me for the next 31 days, and oh wow, somebody calling. For the next 31 days, where I'm bringing you tips and aids and encouragement about how you can kick low self-esteem in the ASS. So I will be back on here tonight at 8. Make sure you tune in. So that's all I really have to say, guys. Continue to have a blessed evening. You know what I always say: faith counts.